In this political atmosphere where the victory of Bola Ahmed Tinubu is being challenged in the court, Bola Ahmed Tinubu has allocated 35 billion naira as palliative to well-paid judiciaries at this moment. Come on. See, I'm not laughing. I'm not laughing at all. This is a serious business. Come, let's get to the top stories of this video. I am Okochapi Marcel and this is my channel. Honestly, you could see smiles on my face, but I am not laughing. Let's be serious. Bola Ahmed Tinubu will be borrowing 819 billion to spend on palliative. And this is borrowing for consumption. And in this money that he wants to borrow, he will allocate, not he will, he has already allocated 70 billion naira to well-paid legislatures. I'm talking about like House of Rep and Senate. 70 billion have been allocated to these people. Now, he now allocates 35 billion to well-paid judiciary, especially at this time that this court case is ongoing. And he will be sharing 8,000 naira, ordinary 8,000. No. So he will be sharing 8,000 naira as palliative because of the hardship of fuel subsidy. This 8,000 is for individuals like you. But you know now, this money will never get to you, you know. Now, I want to treat this thing one after the other. First of all, let me talk about this money that they said they are going to pay you 8,000. Later will come to the palliative for the judiciary. I'm talking about 35 billion for the judiciary. So let's focus on the money they said they are going to give you. You remember during the COVID-19 that such palliatives were disbursed also by this APC government during Muhammadu Buhari. How many people received the money? If you received the money, please comment on the comment section there. Let us know how many Nigerians got that money during the COVID-19. They shared about 200 billions of naira to Nigerians. They said it's going to get to everybody because of COVID-19. But did you get the money? The money have been embezzled by people, right? So that is exactly what is about to happen. So if you don't believe me, keep looking into your account if you will be seeing 8,000 naira every month. So this is the situation we find ourselves. However, I want to ask a question about this. If they are borrowing this money because they believe people are poor, that they cannot afford, daily food because of the subsidy they remove, the price of food, everything is going high. The question I want to ask is, what is the solution so that these people will have the money of their own? Is it to borrow such amount of money? I'm talking about 500 billion naira, borrowing it and just disbursing it like that. Whereas it will not get to the masses. It will not change the life of the masses as well. But if they have borrowed this money to empower people, let school be free, declare free education at all levels. It will help the parents of the poor, both the rich. It will help everybody. Even people who are learning work, apprenticeship, give them money to start up their business. So I believe these are the better ways to empower a nation. But borrowing for consumption will only make our naira to fall drastically. It will make people to embezzle the money. The money will not get to the poor. So the rich will always benefit. Now you will come to agree with me why we said that P2B will remain the best person to manage Nigeria. So many times P2B talk about borrowing for consumption. That is bad. He talked about if you want to borrow at all, let it be for production. He talks about how he is going to turn Nigeria from consumption to production. Only for Bola Ahmed Tinubu just to assume office and begin to borrow huge amount of money like that. Now, look at the people this money is going to. Apart from this 8,000 they said is coming to you, but I know this money will never come to you. That is not a bad wish, but I'm telling you based on the history we have in this country. So, the palliative he's giving to the legislatures, this is 70 billion for God's sake. These are the legislatures who have all it takes to manage the economy, to manage themselves in a bad economy. So it is not all about them, but this money they are giving them, how will it get to the people? We have been seeing this thing in Nigeria. We have been experiencing it. It is not working and it's not going to work out. So it is so unfortunate that people don't want to learn. Or is it what we are thinking? Maybe this is an avenue to make sure they hold people down because people are thinking that there might be a rerun election. I did not say so. But what I'm saying is that this is absolutely wrong and it is condemnable. And we are not going to hide our voices because that if we talk, maybe we are afraid somebody will come after us. If we continue like this, these big men political elite, they will not suffer it. If we did not talk, we ourselves will still suffer with these average people like me and you. We are still going to be the one to suffer it. That is number one. Now, secondly, let's go into the palliative for the judicial officers. Now, there is an adage that people normally said in my language that if the owl cries at night and the following morning a baby dies, that is to say it is the bird that killed the baby. So, this political atmosphere that we have right now in Nigeria, where everything is sitting up because of the mad election that INEC conducted, in this period of time, Bola Tinubu is allocating 35 billion to the judicial officials. I rest my case. I'm not saying much about this, but I'm just trying to say that it is not normal. It is not normal. I think there are other things that should be done other than just allocating money to people. Money does not solve problem if you don't have, a constructive analysis on how to use the money. I've been reading so many news. Only thing I'm seeing anyway is that Tinubu allocated this amount of money to legislation, to judiciary. He has proposed to pay 8,000 to about 12 million households. I don't know. It is not right because the public will perceive it that this is a bribe to the judiciary. They might perceive it in this manner. I personally might not think about it, but what about other 200 and something million Nigerians? What would they think? Do you think that this palliative is the best thing that they should do now? I don't think so. This is the best way to do palliative. If the light bills that is coming, I mean the NEPA bill, why can't the federal government say we are paying light bill for Nigerians for 2 months or 3 months? Okay, we are paying school fees for all the whole students at all level in 1 year to ease the stress of the fuel subsidy. So if you do not do all these things that the poor masses can benefit directly, you want to start transferring money from one place to the another, you cannot fool us any longer. See, this is not the time to play with our intelligence. We won't accept all these things. We know the tricks. This is not the first time. If this is the first time, we could say, let's give them benefit of doubt. But this is not the first time. It has been happening before. They have been doing such things like this before. So this time around is not going to be different. Just borrowing 800. This is getting to 1 trillion naira. No, I don't think so. This money is for another thing. It's not for palliative. It is not. So it is very important we look into this. The third one is the money he allocated to the House of Representatives, House of Senate, that is the legislatures. As I said earlier, these legislatures, unless they are mandated to give it to their people, of which so many of them will not give, their monthly allocation they are having for their people, they are not still taking it to the people. The Nigerian masses are really suffering because they are not getting the dividends of democracy. And this is so bad of us. It's so bad of us. But I believe that something has started happening in this 2023. That is a political change. A political change is going on and it will continue. Let's see to the end of this court case and let's see how we are going to re-strategize for the next election. There is no room for anyone that will be thinking that his money or the talks he's have, all those things will be able to give him a political office. Gone are those days where all these things happen. So this is just the thought I have about this. If you have a contrary opinion, let your opinion count on the comment section. Tell me what you think about this palliative 819 billion, 35 billion to the judiciary when the court case is ongoing. People will perceive it as bribery. To the legislature, 70 billion. To other Nigerians, he said 8,000. As Buhari said before, we did not receive. Tinubu have come to say so. So I am tired about all these things. I just want to hear from you. What do you think about this? Thank you for having time to listen to this video. See you on my next video. Don't forget to subscribe if you have not. Share my videos and always come by for daily updates.